Hey, great Avon team. I'm here. I hope you're here. Oh my goodness. I'm having technical difficulties. I thought that I would be able to do this live video inside of the event, but it turns out there's not a spot where it says go live. So I'm hoping that you guys catch this. If you are, yes, please. I was going to say, give me some thumbs up. Type in the comments section. I'm here, so I know y'all are coming from one page onto the other so that we can share, but I want to give you guys a chance to get on here so that I'm not talking and missing everybody because y'all are back on the other page. So sorry about that. Okay, so the first thing, I did have quite a few things written down too. Okay, so Lynn's here, Tracy's here, Lisa's here, Sandy's here. Hey guys, thank you for hopping on. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna, Denise is on. I know there was like 18 people that said that they were gonna try to make it, so I realized that out of all 18, probably it'd be good to have 10. Ree is here, Terry's here. Okay, great. So without further ado, sorry I got a little late start there, but bear with me. To go over, some of you are going to have this question about the whole flexible ordering thing, and then I'm going to give you a chance to ask questions on here. So I think that that would be good so we can kind of, you know, make things. Thank you, Ree. This is from, where is this from? Town and Country. So it's on our site. If you go to the community tab and under Avon Advantage, Town and Country, that's where I got it. Hey, Teresa. Teresa made it. Yay! I know some of you only can be on for like 15, 20 minutes, so I'm trying to hurry. So regarding the flexible ordering, this is the flexible ordering schedule. I have shared a little bit about it before, but I just want to answer questions for you guys because I know it's probably a little bit confusing, but I just want you to understand the reason behind it. Avon decided to do this because we are our own boss, and they want, instead of going by whatever schedule they set for us, they decided that they wanted to let us make our own schedule. So it starts really in campaign 23. So let's see, 23. So with campaign 23, you'll see right here, it starts on the 18th, which just is a couple days away. And then if you go across the page, down here, it's straight across, it says 10/31. So what that means for us in a flexible ordering schedule is that you can place your order anytime during that time frame. And if you have looked at the top of your Avon.com page, normally you see order due by whatever the due date is, and so you know you have to turn your order in by that time. But now you're going to see at the top it has a flexible time frame, and then it's saying order due by the 17th, campaign 22. That is if you're in a flexible ordering schedule. Now, the only person I think who's on right now watching who is not in the flexible ordering schedule would be Terry Richardson. And your person under you, Terry, are not in the flexible ordering schedule. I did look that up because you and I had been talking earlier. So I did kind of glance at that. So you're not on that schedule yet. So you're Mail Plan 9. You're staying at Mail Plan 9 until Avon lets you know. But it won't hurt you to know this information because this is to roll out across the whole country. But right now, they did it in different areas, a trial type thing. It went well, and mostly because those of us who, or anybody who, I should say, because this is what I do full time, but anybody who's working a job, trying to juggle a couple of other things, or maybe you have family members you have to tend to, or just other things. Avon's not the only thing you have going. And that's really the case for most of us, but You may say, well, Avon made my order day on Tuesday, so I'm just going to use me as an illustration. My meal plan is 5, and I place my orders according to what Avon used to tell me on Tuesdays. But for me, Tuesdays really aren't the best because it's not so much the day that I'm placing the order that's a problem for me, but when my order's coming in. So my order will come in on Friday. I put it in on Tuesday, it processes on Wednesday, it ships on Thursday, I get it on Friday. So, and that's pretty much the schedule for all of us. So really what you're wanting to do is, if that day your shipment comes is chaotic and hectic, you will need to bump your order day up by a day. In my case, that's what I'm planning to do. So instead of ordering on Tuesday, I'm just going to order on that Monday, because it still falls within, campaign 23 still falls within that parameter of 10/18 to 10/31. So you have that whole time frame. Now, anybody who is in a further out mail plan, so if you're not mail plan 5 or 6, that's kind of really where the cutoff more is. If you're 7, 8, 9, or 10, you're going to be losing some selling days. So you definitely would want to know that. Or if you are in leadership and you have anybody on your team who is in 7, 8, 9, or 10. As we approach campaign 23, they're going to have to be able to shift their selling into that time frame and have their order in by the 31st. And the difference is, your order on the 31st, that's the cutoff day. So instead of having till midnight or 11:50, 58, whatever, you have to do it before midnight. Now you can order anytime on 10/18 through 10/30, anytime. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning. Maybe that's the best time for you to get work done. Get your orders in or whatever. So, you know, everybody's to bed and you feel like the only time you can get something done is midnight till 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's okay. You can do your order then. So that's kind of the cool thing, or one cool thing about it anyway. But you just have to know that, oh, Maria's asking. I am pretty sure you are also, Maria, you're in North Carolina, so yes. Anybody in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Florida, most of Florida. There's a few in Florida who are not. So yes, it's mostly southern states, but there are a few, Maryland, there's a few in Maryland and some other northern states that actually, they were in this early mail plan thing ahead of time in the testing phases. So it eventually is going to be everyone. But so just know they're doing this. Now, the sooner you place an order, the sooner you get paid. So if you put your order in on the 18th and you've collected everybody's money, you're getting paid sooner. So you don't have to wait till like the 23rd if you don't want to. The 18th is a Wednesday. That's placing your order in the middle of the week. You put your order in on Wednesday. It processes Thursday. It ships on Friday. You probably won't get it until Monday if you were to do it like that. So, and for people who are working, that might be more practical. I don't know. I mean, if you're collecting from people who the majority are on a Friday when they get paid, you may look at the calendar and say, well, I'm better to do it on this Friday because I can collect their money and they're getting paid. And this is where we were running into problems before, is because Avon would say, my order day is Tuesday, right? And then people get paid on Friday, so I want to collect their money on Friday, but I'm putting out the money up front. So I'm waiting for Friday to come and hoping that they're going to pay up. So it works out better all the way around. If you can do that, or then let's say that Friday is the day, in my case, I say that Friday I know people are getting paid, and I might want to have the weekend to collect more orders, but by that Monday, I'm putting my order in on Monday so that I can get my order by Thursday, and then I have the following weekend to get everything out of my house and start all over again and have another week or a week and a half or whatever of getting my books out and talking to people. So, whew, that's a lot. But hopefully that is making sense for you. Another thing is, I used to be in Mail Plan 10. So anybody who is, hey BJ, glad you could make it. Anyone who's in Mail Plan 10 or even 9, I know Gail, I'm pretty sure you're a 10. Trying to think who else would be on here who is a 9 or 10. Brendetta was going to try to jump on. My Rock Hill people definitely are there in 10. So, you know, I remember those days when we put our orders in and I feel like we were at the bottom of the totem pole because we knew there were other mail plans before us. And of course, Avon would always say, oh, yep, Denise Wood, you're in 10 too. So, you know, being in that mail plan, you'd have a tendency to think that whenever we'd always have shortages. And we knew there were 9 other mail plans ahead of us. So we kind of would be like, oh, they didn't save enough for us. I know they tried to, you know, divvy them out or whatever, but certainly they can't always know for sure or for certain. I mean, they do have the trendsetters who are always a couple campaigns above all of us who try to sell the product so we get a good idea. Avon has to have a running market. That's how they do it. So for those who didn't know, they do have a test system out there to try to help so that we don't have so many shortages. But I can say this, when you put your order in, if you've been in for any length of time or done at least one order, you will have seen, and there's some who haven't yet, so just so you know, you're going to see little dots at the bottom. And it's going to say green, you're good to go. Or it's going to be red, and it's going to tell you that it's no longer available. Or it could be gray and say, where the red might say it's unavailable right now, shorts, and it may come in 2 campaigns from now. The gray will no longer, you can't get it at all, sold out. Yellow, stake your claim because it's here today, but it might be gone tomorrow. So if that's the case, you're really hoping when you see the yellow dots that you hit that button fast enough that everything gets through and all your stuff is going to come. So yeah, and that will save a lot because you can get your order in a little bit sooner. So I definitely would say if I were any of you, it's your business. Hey Barb, I see you're on. You're also a Mail Plan 10. So this is going to be a game changer for you, my friend. Anybody at Mail Plan 10, definitely a game changer. But all the way around, I wouldn't want to wait until 10:31 to put my order in if I didn't have to, or even 10:30. I would be, no, I'm putting my order in on 10:23 because that's right in the middle, but it's not too many days right after it just begins. And I don't foresee, because of all this switching, a lot of people are probably going to be kind of lagging behind because we're going to be trying to kind of catch up, if you will, especially, hey Amy, glad you could make it, especially for anybody who's in those further out mail plans. You are losing some days, but you can kind of try to catch up, or, you know, if you didn't get to some customers, double up on books is what I would suggest. Just to kind of, then you get once you're in the rhythm, then you're good to go. So definitely create a rhythm for yourself. So, okay, so right now I just want to open it to questions on that, and then I'll take you into some best practices and some other things. But just so you could see it on a calendar, I did bring my calendar. So here is what, 18th? So we have here all the way from there down to what, here. So you've got, it's still 2 weeks of selling, but I just wanted you to be able to see it to give you a better idea how that's going to work. So, you know, and you can see on mine, I actually have it marked. So you can see the 23rd, I already marked on the 23rd my order day, where I'm changing it to Monday. So figure out what works for you. You know, what's going to be best with your schedule, what's going to be best with the schedule of the majority of people that you're collecting orders from, so that you can get your money and you're not waiting or having to fork out too much money up front. That's really going to be the key. So does anybody, I don't know how clear that was, might be clear as mud. Does anybody have questions, on the flexible ordering, something that you're wondering about, that how's it going to affect you because of this or that? Give you a chance to type in something there. At the moment, I don't see any questions, and I'll keep moving right along if there aren't any, but I don't want to assume. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've missed that not telling you about that. Oh, the only other one is that if you are, there won't be any late fees. I did forget to tell you that. So that's another good thing. There won't be any late fees. So if for some reason you wait until the 31st to place your campaign 23 order and it's past noontime, that is the cutoff. There's no extension. It was just a couple minutes. It doesn't matter. Avon's pushing it into the next campaign. So that 23 order now becomes a campaign 24 order. So don't wait till the last minute, or that's going to mess you up with your brochures and all that good stuff. So that order will then count for the following campaign. So definitely do not wait till the last minute. It will get pushed into the next campaign. But there are no more late fees, so you can place your order anytime during that time frame at 11:59, 12:01, 3 a.m. It doesn't matter. You won't be charged a late fee. So normally there's $4 tacked on to if you weren't on time. They're not going to do that anymore. And then also, if you have to place an additional order for any reason, so you place one order, one good size order, and then 2 customers come along and say, oh, was it too late to order? Well, the answer to that question, just so you know, is it's never too late to order. You'll always take people's order. But can they put it in on the current order that you just submitted? No. If they try to, it won't merge. You could, after you hit the submit button, it's processing, it's gone. So especially new people, you definitely would want to know this, because then now you are looking at separate shipping fees. It used to be if you had to pay a separate shipping fee, you were also paying a late fee for that shipping fee because it's an additional order that's going in late. So whatever they were charging you, you were getting charged that plus the $4 late fee. So it could have been, if it was a $6 shipping charge, you would have been looking at $10 shipping charge because for an extra order. So if you had to send in a second order that was $24 and you just had to spend $10 on shipping, that's not it. You don't want to do that. You're not making any money. So definitely still, if you can avoid putting in an additional order, you are going to pay, but now they're going to price it according to whatever the size of your order is. So if it's a smaller order, you are only going to pay $6. So that's a good thing. I mean, we do have Christmas coming, so potentially, you could have another second bigger order. So if you had a couple $100 your first campaign or the first original order, and then that next order goes in, or you had some people call you at the last minute and they have orders and it totals a couple $100. Well, depending on what it is, up to it won't be more than $15. A $500 $15, but they're going to keep it to that low minimum. They're not going to charge you extra. Hey, Kay, I'm glad you could pop in. And since you're just getting in, Kay, if you have to go back, this video is recorded, so I'm going to take it, save it, and then I'll put it even in the events page. I should be able to save it to the computer and then turn around and put it into the events page for everyone to go back and write down if you have notes. Okay, so I don't see anybody else writing anything that they have questions on. Lynn said she thinks I covered it, so thank you, Lynn, for confirming that I got it all taken care of. And speaking of flexible ordering, Another thing something really, really important that's just kind of the basics. You think we all would know this, but if you don't keep a schedule of what you're doing, it is inevitable. Hey, Brittany, I'm glad you could get on. You don't keep a schedule of what you're planning to do. As far as your schedule with Avon, what days do I want to go drop off my books? What days would I like to make my deliveries? Deliveries, don't let your business run you. Let's try to make sure that we're running our business by setting a schedule and setting a plan. Otherwise, you're going to feel like you're running ragged, the business is running you, people are running you, and this person can't pick up from you this day, but this person can pick up on this day. This person lives over there, and this person lives over there, and you're going helter-skelter, and you're not really feeling like things are coming together. So make it a practice that you automatically establish with your customers on a pickup money day, or call them to get their money over the phone. You can, and some of you did not probably know this, but you can take debit cards over the phone. You can get a Square that you can run on your phone and download that Square app to your phone and link it to your bank account. And then their card, you scan their card through that Square, and poof, right there it is. And you're going to know on the spot if their card's not good. You know, that's like they want to say, can I just write you a check? Well, sometimes, you know, people might be close to you, but that doesn't mean that every time just because they're going to write you a good check. They might be thinking, well, the money will be there on Friday, so technically that's like not legal, guys. My husband's a banker, so that's not good. You're not supposed to do that. I know we've all done it, but just saying, it's not the right thing to do. And then if you get caught in that, it's on you. So don't get caught in a mess. Just if you can, either get the Square or you can call in their card, call customer service. There's a 800 number to call, and you run the card that way. You have to have their address, their billing address, with their zip code, because it will want to verify that you have their valid information and you're not using a stolen card. But you can use that to pay for orders. And that will definitely help alleviate some of the runaround craziness, you know, back and forth and all that. I mean, if they're going to give you cash and then it's kind of a hassle because now they got to run to the bank and do all that, offer that they can use their debit card. It's all the same. Now, if you do use the Square, you are losing 2.67%, something like that, on your sale, but 2.75. That's corrected by the banker over here. But anyway, you will lose that little bit, but it's worth it to keep the sale. So definitely consider it. And then, like I said, you can call that in, but make sure you're collecting up front, because then you're not chasing people around. Nowadays, people are just very living paycheck to paycheck. They got this and that, and then things happen. It's not even, maybe they wanted their Avon and they bought Avon from you before, but you know, I don't know, Putsy the dog needs something done with his claws. I don't know. or you know, Dingo the cat had to go get neutered. I don't know. So there's always something. Tire went flat, you know, my hot water heater broke down. You're going to get a bazillion excuses. So if you had collect up front, you aren't going to have to worry about what excuse they're going to come up with. Let them give excuses to the water company, their electric company, who they pay rent to. Don't let it be you, okay? That's all I can say. I've been doing this for 15 years, and I have had to learn things the hard way too. So as much as possible, collect up front if you can. Let's see, somebody did ask me a question. Can I explain percentages? Such as, okay, so Ree's asking about the close. If you see something in the book that has this little symbol beside the name, those are our 20% earning items. They are usually, now they've made it simpler. What used to be watches were included in that, and new Avon realizes how ridiculous that is for us to try to keep track. That's a piece of jewelry, so why is it out of the bounds with everything else? It didn't even make sense. So now they've streamlined it, so 20% earnings on clothing and all like kitchenware, anything out of the Avon Living Book, that is 20% earnings. That's your commission for that. It's fixed earnings that we get on those items. Now, once you make it to President's Club, and President's Club is when you have sold $10,000 in a campaign year, and our campaigns run from January to December, one campaign through 26. We have 26 campaigns. So if you make it to President's Club, then you can get 25%. And then inside of the What's New book, if you're shopping from the What's New book, and you're looking at clothing, you will see, this is probably a good one, I guess, because as any, this is a marked one, it's a piece of clothing. You see there are two prices here, right there, two prices. PRP is for President's Club, and then the C is for the regular representative. So you do get a little bit extra savings also out of your What's New book if you have made it to President's Club. Once you hit President's Club, then you're just shooting for hitting it again the following year. But it's pretty certain to say that once you've done that, you've established, you have customers, you've got your business is already starting to be built up. So now you have an opportunity to earn that little bit of extra on those items that are PC. So just so you know, they add to your total. So if you're trying to shoot for a certain amount of sales, so that the rest of your set, so you will get higher percentage on all your other regular stuff, your skincare, your body lotions, your regular Avon core line stuff. Clothing and Avon Living all adds or contributes to the total award sales. So if you are trying to shoot for, say, a $500 sale, so that you can get 40% off of everything, $200 worth of Avon Living stuff for clothing in that picture helps boost you to get to that $500 mark, so that you get 40% off on the rest of it. Ree, does that help some? I'm hoping. Give you a chance to type it in there, Ree. And let's see, who else? Lynn says Lynn went back to the other page. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, because I can't flip over, I'll lose you all. Let's see. And BJ's asking, is the square the cheapest percentage? No. The banker's telling me no. What's the cheapest one, hon? Your bank, your own bank? No. What's the cheapest? Well, the cheapest would be calling Avon and giving, because they don't take anything out. If you call Avon and call in the card, call in the card number, that 800 number, and I can post that back on. She's like the banker, LOL. He is the banker. The square is the most popular and the easiest one to run, is what he said. But I know there is another, what's that one Mary has? Clover. There's one called a Clover. And she has it's a lady a friend of mine out at the flea mall, she uses a thing called the Clover. She hasn't had any trouble with it, although it did cost her initially to get it, I want to say, a little bit more. Well, if you don't want to spend money, period, you can call it in. I'm just going to say this, though. Customers, like if you're doing events or you're doing anything out and about, and you know, here you've got your phone and you're telling people, let me call that in real quick. Avon does have, or they did have, I haven't seen them lately where it's listed, but I think we could call and ask, The actual forms, like the old-fashioned forms, that you can handwrite them a receipt, for a Visa or MasterCard or Discover or whatever. And those are the only three that we take. Actually, we take American Express too, so we do take all four. But you can call it in, and then it'll give you an approval code. So you'd be writing down the approval code for them. But then that is not going into, the difference here is that doesn't go into your bank account. That then goes into your Avon account. So it's less money it's pulling off of, so it's giving you a credit onto your Avon account. So now it's less money that you're going to owe Avon. Whereas a Square goes into your actual bank account, and then you're going to turn around and pay Avon. So hopefully that helps too. Yes, I agree, BJ. Yes, it would be easier to, because that little doohickey slides right into the end of the phone. You slide it, and most people are getting familiar with that as a way of paying, and it doesn't seem awkward or like, I don't know, what's fraudulent. So even with that, you mean? Oh, just in general. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, Banker over here is saying, he is saying that he feels the consensus of the people are that they do feel unsure or uncertain. So if you're calling something in, it may be a little bit more, I mean, unless it's somebody that you know, and then that's not a problem. But when you're talking strangers, or like we're talking to you do an event, one, yes, it's easier because you don't have to phone anything. It's just a swipe of a card and boom, it's in your account. So I definitely would say that's the easiest way to go. The little reader, if you go to square.com, is free. Okay, you can go to Staples and buy one for like $10, or I might have upped the ante. I don't remember, but you can go to square.com and get the little reader for free. Okay, Gail is saying they told her to call and give them the information on the customer service card. Oh, they don't have more. Well, that stinks, because you would normally give people a copy as a receipt. I mean, you could get a receipt book, I guess, and you don't have to be writing down. Just use your order pad as a receipt book to give them a receipt of what they paid for, so they'd have a copy of the amount. You could do that, but order pads don't cost anything, right? Oh, they don't have anything having their signature. Okay, so you might want them to sign it. There's a carbon copy they can sign, right? Paid with Visa card, MasterCard, last 4 digits, whatever, and then that way you don't have their information all over the place. And then they sign. Okay, boss has spoken. He is saying if you are going to do a festival, an event, anything out and about with strangers, tailgating out the back of your car, and somebody's going to buy from you, he recommends doing it not where you're calling it in. If you're trying to save a little bit of money with people you know and it's not going to be a problem, then phone it in. But the Square doesn't have any monthly fee either. So if you get it and you're not using it, it's not costing you anything. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. BJ says they sell receipts at the Dollar Tree too. Yeah, so if you ran out of receipt books, they do have receipt books at the Dollar Tree. Let's see, Barbara, I'm trying to catch these before they're gone here. Barbara says her Square was $49 because they now give you, the chip reader. Okay, yes. So if you do the chip reader, you're right, Barbara. That is correct. I have not personally myself. I have not updated to that yet. I just had the other one, which is still working. I don't know. At some point, they probably will force us to force our hand, and we'll have to buy one of those. But until they do, I think it's probably a better idea to do it that way. And Lynn suggests removing the carbons. Yeah, true, definitely, because you don't want anybody tracing anything. And Ree is telling me her #1 customer gives her the card info over the phone, and she just keys it in on her account. Right, and that's what I'm saying. Yep, because then you don't have, then you're not losing any part of that sale at all. If she's willing to do that for you, you know, that's awesome, Ree, because that's the best way to do it if you can. I mean, one, it's paid for. She gave you her card. You don't have to go chasing her down. It's done. You know it's done. And then, again, you're not losing any money that way. Teresa's back. Sitting. Well, we're doing a lot of talk about Dollar Tree now, aren't we, tonight? All right, BJ. We're rooting for you, girl. Okay, so hopefully that helps with the card reader. If you guys think of some other questions, go ahead and throw them out there while I'm going to go ahead and jump into telling you about using the what's new, because I did tell you I would try and help you plan for the holidays. So just for instance, and this one is really thick. Yeah, probably even maybe really tell the difference. I think you can. This is a lot thicker. Anyway, this was 23, but this one's 24. And this is the one that's going to be big, hitting with all of our Christmas stuff. But here's the thing. I just want to make sure I'm telling you, because I know not everybody knows this or understands this. Oh, yeah, we got to do a drawing, and I can't go back on there. How am I going to do that? It'll write down everybody who need to know who. Lynn, is it possible for you to, I had all the people who put in the raffle, my pre-raffle drawing. I had Sandy, Teresa, Denise, Brendetta, which Brendetta is not on here. I don't see her. Bonnie, I don't see her on here either. Amy, I did see Amy come on. Barbara, Lynn, Vicky. Did I see Vicky? I think I did see Vicky. BJ, Gail, Lisa Ritter, and Brittany Jordan. So I did see them hop on here. So, and then Ree's on here. So I didn't have her name added. Okay, how about, I think what we can do, I just can't go back to the, No, trying to figure out how I could do that. Random name picker. That's how I did it before. So I guess we'll type in these people. Oh, yep, Vicky is here. Okay. I was trying to figure this out earlier, and I thought I was going to be able to go back and forth, but once I couldn't do the video, that messed me up. So maybe I'll just do this part on my phone. I guess I could do it that way, because then I won't mess up losing you guys. Although I could keep on moving while Fran is on. Yay! Fran, I'm glad you made it. I did have 14 people. Yes. And Denise Wood was on. Oh, yep. She was on here too. Oh, yeah, I did put her down. Thank you, BJ. See, we want to do. Okay, Lynn, here's what I'm going to have you do. Do you go on to, and then I can keep moving and explaining this. Go on to open a different tab, Lynn, and type in random name picker, and then you'll see it pop up in, you know, like Googling it. So it's going to come up as that title. Once you click on it, it'll open. It'll say enter all the names here. And then just be sure that you look at could you flip over to the list where the raffle is? And the only person who didn't jump on here that I won't put her name in because I don't see her on here and that wouldn't be fair, is Brendetta. So everybody that was on that list, I've seen their name pop up. And then we actually had a couple more people, like BJ mentioned, there was a couple others. So besides that list, Lynn, add Ree, R-E-E, and Fran, and Terry. And I think Maria. I did see her. I saw her name somewhere. I don't know if she popped in and then it went out or something because it looked like she tried to message me. So I don't know if she's having trouble getting on. So add Ree and Fran and Terry and what did I just say? And Maria. Okay, so while you're doing that for me, I'm going to explain about the what's new. So the what's new, and then as soon as you have a name, just leave in the comment for me, if you will, Lynn. Just put in a comment who it picked, and then we'll recognize the winner. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you is all the stuff inside of this what's new. The prices that you see, of course, are the prices that you're going to pay because this is for you, for your eyes only, right? Don't show this to your customers. Don't say, oh, look at all this stuff because you're so excited. You share this book with them. If you share this book with them, they're going to pay the price of what they see here because that's what they're going to expect, and you're not going to make any money. So what's new is for your eyes only. And if your sales aren't at $500, if you're not making 40%, and you're looking at, okay, I'll find something in here, product. It would be easy if I could put my finger on. Products. So somebody wants to order perfumes out of campaign 24, and it's a Far Away, a Haiku, or a Mari. You can use these numbers, order these products, and get it at 40%. Okay, is everybody following me on that? So you have the ability to place order if it says no limit. Now these don't say no limit. But it does say rep exclusive. Okay, well, there were some in here, or maybe not this book, maybe it was a different book I was looking at. But if it says that it's unlimited, that you can order as many as you want, then use the numbers that you see here out of the what's new and get those items for 40%. Off or earnings. So that way you're making more on it. Because if you only had a $200 sale, you wouldn't be making 40%. So the smart thing to do to push ahead is order the stuff that you know you can order and get it at 40%. Now your demo limits, wherever they apply, you may only be able to get one of, but all those things add up. So if it's one bracelet, one necklace, one lipstick, and it happens to be something that's in the what's new, use these item numbers to place that order for the customer so that you can earn more on it. Hopefully that makes sense. So I wanted to make sure I told you about that. And if you have a smaller sale and your order is, like right now we have the free shipping treat, T-R-E-A-T, $25, right? So if you have a smaller sale and $25 or just a little over or whatever, it was a bad campaign for you, you didn't get out, somebody was sick or whatever, and you want to go to your online store, save yourself some shipping, because if you, $25, we'll just do the math so that it makes sense, and $25 times, you'd only be making 20%, which is $5. So $25 sale at 20%, $5. And then you're going to pay $6 to ship the products to you. And we always say, don't hang on to orders. Now, granted, with this flexible ordering, you could hang on a little longer because now your order is not going to be late. But you have to decide, do you really know for sure? Did 3 people say, hey, I got an order? And then you're telling them today's my order day, and they're not getting back to you, and you're like, I need to get this order in, or it's going to be late. And then, they'll call you like tomorrow. I'm so sorry, Billy had T-ball, or, something happened. I had to go pick my husband up from work, or whatever story you're going to get. I'm so sorry. Is it too late? So if there's somebody they just drag their feet, and you could push those orders together and get a decent order, and it's worth sending it in a couple days later, now you have flexible ordering. So you have the ability to do that without being penalized. So that's good. But at the same time, it comes back to you do want to keep a system, because now you're allowing your customers to once again dictate what your schedule is going to be like. Because now if you go a few days later placing your order then is of course going to come a few days later. And I know at one point, when I lived in Rock Hill and I had over 60 customers, I had a lot of people, and I delivered in Fort Mill and I delivered in Rock Hill, and Rock Hill was pretty good size. So I'd be at one end of town on one day and the other end of town on another day, and then Fort Mill on another day. So I had like 3 delivery days going during the week to get all my products out. So when my stuff come on Thursday, I'd have it all together. So on Friday, I'd head to Fort Mill. All my deliveries. And if they weren't home, they were leaving money under a mat for me or calling me with card information so I could run it and leave their products at the door. So I didn't have to be running back and forth, and that's what you don't want to do. And we're about to hit holiday season. You don't want to be running back and forth and being like a crazy person trying to make deliveries and feeling frustrated. It's time for enjoying the holiday season. 'Tis the season to be jolly, and you're going to be like, 'tis the season to bite somebody's hair off. Don't do that. That's not recommended. You're going to get frustrated really fast. So make sure you get that organized. If you decide, like I said, you have flexible ordering, so you can do it, but just don't let it drag into that. Or become something that's consistently that's what's happening. Lynn, are you back on here? Because I don't see a comment yet. If you're on, let me know. And if you got somebody, because it should. Well, I guess it takes you a minute to type all those names in. Okay. And does anybody else have? Is there anything you have question? Anything that you're wondering about that with the new people? Anything? Anything I can answer? Any other questions? Okay, what else did I have? A couple other things. Did the what's new? I shared on that. Okay, also, if you're going to start doing gift baskets for the holidays, you're going to want to start planning now. I did do a Friday Focus video where I showed several of the new pieces of Christmas stuff that Avon has, and how you can break that apart, like the little perfume sprays, the glimmer stick eyeliners come in a 4-pack. There's a lip gloss. Now that's a whole full set, so you can't really take that apart. But you could make that a staple part of the gift and then throw in an eyeliner and purse spray. So that'd be like $5, that's $10. Make it like a $15 gift. Put it in a nice clear pretty bag that's got snowflakes on it or something like that. Tie a ribbon at the top. You don't have to get too extreme. I will be doing some videos where I make like charger plates and gift baskets because I do it every year. But and I enjoy doing it and it's fun. But some people will say, oh my gosh, that's like an artsy crafty thing. That is not my thing, and I'm not good at that at all. So no worries. Avon does have prepackaged every, boxed up whatever stuff so that you don't have to worry about making up your own gift basket. That's not going to be a problem. But, if you want to offer something a little bit more personal, give it a personal touch, that's when, you know, making a gift basket is a really, really good idea. And Milagros Garcia, my good friend Milagros, she really got me turned on to the idea of gift baskets, and she has a lot of great videos out that show about the gift basket. So I would highly recommend checking her out on YouTube, Milagros Garcia. And also in the back of these What's News, there's stories. I mean, if you guys are getting these when you place your order, there's a lot of good information here. I mean, just short little things about how representatives manage to make their Avon business thrive. And we're all different. So what works for one won't necessarily work for another. You know, okay. You gotta have some, okay. You gotta have some sort of a connection so that you know what you're doing, really. Oh, that's the winner? Is the winner? No. But is she saying the winner? Is that what you're telling me? I was confused. She's telling me that's who the winner is. Is that what you're saying? You were showing Tracy? I didn't show Tracy, no. I don't even know Tracy's on. Tracy, are you on here? If you are, say hello, because I didn't see. I think she might have earlier. Okay. Yep, Lisa Ritter, you're our first raffle prize. I see it now. She put it on the other thing. Lynn's calling my husband to tell us who the winner is. Ain't that something? Okay, so Lynn, I hope you can get back on, girl. Oh, they left to go do me a favor. So Lisa Ritter, you're our first winner. I will show you what you're winning here in just a minute. And then I've got your address, so we're good to go. So no worries, you'll get your goodies. What was I saying? Okay, so there are people inside of the What's New who have successfully completed stuff with Avon, so you want to check out those stories. Does anybody else have any questions about the new flexible ordering or ways to earn money, or you feel like, you know, what's it going to take in order to make more money? Now, I did start to tell you that go to your e-store and place smaller orders, because the only downside to that is you get one free return when you place orders like regular, okay? Now, if you do go to your e-store and you place an order, you're not going to be able to order your books or any business tools. So you have to call Avon and place an order for those things. Because if you do it by way of computer, the computer does not know that you are ordering just business tools. It's just going to process it as an order, so you're going to pay the shipping on business tools. So if you're only ordering business tools, you just call Avon customer service and say, hey, I need to order some books for campaign XYZ. I need 30, I need 40, 50, whatever. You know, or I need 2 packs of 10. They come in packs of 10, so let's be sure that everybody understands that. If you are new, they do come in packs of 10. So don't say you want 200 because you'll get 2,000. But anyway, just know that if you call it in, they can remove and not charge you any shipping fee for business tools. So anything from the What's New is business tool. Any bags, books, demos, and samples. And then if you go ahead and place any small orders on your e-store, and then just turn around and have it shipped to you, unless, of course, if you can talk that customer into giving you their card information, then you can avoid a delivery altogether, and you can have it delivered to their home. So, like, that happened to me tonight, actually. I had a lady call me, and she lives 15 minutes, 20 minutes away from me. She lives on the island, so she's about 20 minutes away. And we were going to have to meet up and get connected, and she asked when my next order was going in, and I told her on the 23rd, and she says, oh, man, I'm really running out of lipstick. And do you have any at the flea mall? I said, I don't think I have that color. I have lipsticks, but I don't think I have that color. So she said, well, I'll just go ahead and order it. And then I said, well, are you opposed to me putting it in and having it shipped to you? She says, do I get it sooner? I said, yeah, a lot sooner. So, you know, that really, that gets people thinking too. So when you tell them that you can have it shipped to them and get it to them faster and they don't have to wait for an order day, you might get some people to jump on board with that. And that'll be good for you because those online sales count too, and Avon's watching all that. So, you know, hopefully we can help you drum up the online sales. Also, if you're new and you have not set up a Facebook business page, you will want to do that because that will help drum up business online for you. But the secret to that is you need to get your page out there and sharing it, not just, you can invite people, you get your business page made up and you can invite people, but if you don't actually send it out, like send it to your personal page and ask people to come in and like it, sometimes people don't see that notification to, will you go in and like my business page? I've seen a few from some of you, so I definitely will go in and like your page, and I'm all about trying to help you, so I will, if you haven't sent it to me, please do, because I will, and I'll even go in and leave a comment if, you know, you're posting something about skincare or, you know, makeup or a piece of clothing, and it's something I've worn or have used myself. Then, you know, I'll go in and write something good about it and tell your people, you know, hey, love this product, because they don't necessarily know who I am or how I'm connected to you. So the important thing is somebody's in there leaving a good comment. And then, of course, too, if you have customers who you can get them to go in and like your page and make recommendations, or you know, ask them that when you do put a post on there, would they mind, you know, that they use this product, would they mind going in and leaving a comment about whatever that particular product is, so that other people know about it. And 9 times out of 10, people are willing to help you out. So you can't, if you never ask, the answer is always what? No. So, you know, be sure that you're asking. I say I have all of 7 people left if the little eye in the sky is correct. So I think for the most part, I tried to cover everything I could as far as like new people stuff. Also, if you're brand new and you haven't placed your first order, make sure your first order hits $150, because you can get kit money back. So if you paid $50 for a kit, you can get $25. If you paid $100 for a kit, you can get $50 of it back. If you paid $25 for a kit, you can get $10 back on your kit money if you have a first order of $150. And if you're signing up new people, if you're a leadership person, be sure you guide your people that way so that they know they can be getting money back on their kit. And then also, of course, the Kickstart program is imperative. You want to know to follow the Kickstart so that you can earn 40% through your first 7 campaigns. Whew, that's a lot, and it's already a little after 9 because I got a wee bit slow start because the online thing or the live thing wasn't working for me. Okay, so is there any questions at all? Anybody have any questions? All 7 of you who are still here, anybody? I just want to make sure if there's something that you've been thinking about. Oh, let's see. Don't think I can. Well, oh, I can move it down. Let's see if I've missed anybody saying. Yeah. Oh, it's on, but it's not going to let me go any further. Well, that's as far as it's letting me go. Covered the square. And percentage. Lisa. Okay, yep, Lisa was our winner. Oh, like it needed to refresh. Okay. Lynn's back on. Yay! I see you now, Lynn. And bye, Gail. Okay. Let's see. Lynn's saying, okay. Oh, Ree must have asked something and I didn't see that. On your order page under supplies is the medium bags. You can choose bilingual ones. I'm confused. Okay, somebody must have asked about bags, but I missed that. But Lynn did tell where to go on your under your order page under supplies. So somebody was looking to get bags, plastic ones. Okay, the plastic ones are. I guess it was Ree asking the question. I'm sorry, this thing didn't refresh. I apologize, guys. Yes, there are clear bags that you can hang your books also on doors, or I don't put anything in anybody's mailbox unless they are okay with it. But you could hang it like on the little flag on the side or their newspaper rounder. If you have extra books left over, another tip you could do is do book toss. We do have something on our team page here. It's in the files section. You can either put it on a sticker or stick a paper in along with like something that folds over the top of the book. And I can't remember exactly, but it's a really cute little saying about the book is old, but we can bring you something new. So if you're interested, call this number and we'll get it for you, or something like that. Something really cute, but anyway, you can use that with old books so that your old books don't go to waste. Okay, BJ's asking business order, Avon tablecloth. Oh, thank you, BJ. I finally it was cool enough to straighten my hair and it won't get frizzy. Okay. So it looks like Lynn answered Ree's question. So Rhea, hopefully you're good. If there's anything else, keep typing, guys, because I guess I needed to refresh this. I didn't see your question. Thank you, Lynn, for helping. Okay, Teresa, this is Megan, but Mom will have a question when she's not driving. Oh, okay. I'm not sure when you typed that, Megan. But okay. Sure, we'll hang for a little bit, see what her question is. Brittany, I want to start making gift baskets. I'd like to find the page you were talking about, the lady who does them. Okay, besides this lady doing them, and I actually do have, I think on our page, I do have some ideas. So her name is Milagros Garcia. So let me put that in there. Milagros Garcia. Yes, let me put her name in there. She is on YouTube. And you can check out any of her videos. I typed that, but I have no idea. Oh, wait a minute. There it went. Like, where did it go? Yes, so there are some on our page too, though, Brittany. So, and I will be making more videos. So hopefully that will help you as far as the gift basket. And I try to keep it simple. I actually order clear bags from Paper Mart, and I order 2 different sizes. One is an 11 by 14, and the other one is an 11 by 24. So to make some smaller ones, like last year I did some with silicone glove, and so I should pretend this is silicone glove. Put the silicone glove in the middle, and then went to Dollar Tree and picked up for $1 the nice little velour hand gloves. Put that on the back, tied a ribbon around the front, stuck it down in the bag, tied a pretty ribbon at the top. $5 for one of those. They went and they sold really well. The teachers, and you're going to hit that time where people will start thinking about stuff like that, stocking stuffers. You know, so that's why I have mentioned even some of those, if you break apart some of those sets of things, you're paying, you know, $10 for this set, $10, whatever. So if you break it apart, it makes the cost of it less, which makes it more appealing to your customer. Let's see, and Penny. Penny made it on. Hey, oh, welcome, Penny. She's our newest team member. We haven't even had a chance to welcome her. Hi, Penny. Glad you could jump on. You were wondering about ordering business cards. Yes, yes, absolutely. You can order them from a couple of places. Vistaprint.com. I've ordered my cards from there before. In fact, the cards that I currently have are from Vistaprint.com, and I don't have one handy. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, no, I don't. That's a different card. Nope, I don't have it handy. Clint, is there a business card on my desk? I don't think I have any over here. Anyway, they do have, Vistaprint has really, really nice options, and they're not very expensive. But if you go on your Avon.com under the community tab, Town and Country, they have a lot of Avon logo items like this. That's where I got this shirt, is from Town and Country, and they have business cards that you can get there, and they actually have these cards that are pretty cool. And I can't remember, I just looked at this the other day. A stack of them, maybe 250, I can't remember, and what the price is, might be $10 for 250. So it's not bad, but anyway, it says on there, you send people to if you're just going to drop this card, use your business card and give people 10% off for shopping with you. It's already made up like that. So basically, it's telling your customer that shop with me, a first-time customer saves 10%, and there's actually a code, I think it's Welcome 10, that if they've never shopped with you before, they register their email with you for the first time, they can save 10% off of their order, and if it's a $40 order or more, they're going to get free shipping. And then there's a spot on there for you to be able to put your phone number, your email, and your website address, which is pretty cool. And I actually listened to a tip today from Ray Higdon. He gave 29 different places where you can find prospects and leads, and I will have to share those with you guys another time. But since we're talking about business cards, he had a really cool idea. He said that he likes to take his business cards and go to like Barnes and Nobles or any bookstore and leave his cards inside of a book, a library, anywhere there's books, that pertain to network marketing, making more money, just the type of books you're picking up that people are basically looking at to earn money, or how to set up a network marketing business. I mean, any of those kind of books. He just sticks a card inside there so that when those people open up their book, they see his card, and it gets them thinking, I could do this to make some extra money. And they're already looking because they're looking at that book. So just thought, I'm getting some good stuff from Bob Heilig and Ray Higdon, but rayhigdon.com, bobheilig.com. But both I trained under Bob Heilig, and Bob Heilig trained under Ray Higdon. So just a few little pointers, but I thought that was really cool. And he also talked about the two that are standing out are like the last ones he was talking about. But the last one he talked about was your kids going to events and like soccer games and t-ball games and that sort of stuff like that. So he says if it's a parent, so if you're sitting in a group of parents, certainly they probably feel like they really wish they could spend more time. So a mom rushes in from her harried, busy schedule of just getting off work and barely grabbing a little bite to eat and hurry up, sit down. Now she just barely has time to watch her son play ball. So talking to people like that about would they be open to a business opportunity. If there was a way for them to make additional money, to free up if there was a way for them to free up some of their time, would they be interested? So you're not saying, that's the thing. In this whole scheme of things, and Avon does have a cruise going, by the way, guys. If I didn't, I know I didn't forgot to mention that too. So if you are trying to get on board, you can sell and get points by doing that, but you're not going to earn enough points. You're going to have to do some recruiting. So that's why I was sharing a couple of these little tips, because sometimes what we're doing is going out and saying, hey, do you want to sell Avon? No, not really. I don't want to sell anything. You know, majority of people, I like sales, but that's me, and I am like one in a lot of people. Not very many people really like sales. And I ventured to say, if we checked with everybody on this team, the majority are not like sales oriented type people. We're people, or we enjoy people, or we love company, but don't ask me to try to sell something to somebody. So the more we get it in our head that this is a people building people business, and it's not all about sales, we'll get a lot further ahead, because that's what it is all about. It's us, each one of us, helping each other, coming together, finding ideas that work and things that are successful, and then working on each one of those things and planning from there to bounce forward. Oh, let's see. Okay, Lynn put in Town and Country. Thank you, Lynn. Town and Country and Vistaprint for Penny. And Penny's been on Town and Country before. Let's see. Milagros jumped on. Hey, Millie. So yeah, you were looking pretty today. I saw your video. Happy Boss's Day to you too, lady. Yeah, we're all bosses. Happy Boss Today. Happy Boss Day. Okay, I think nobody else has any questions that I can see. It says there's still 8 people. There's 8 people on now. We've been floundering back and forth. Megan, is your mom done driving, and did she have a question, or did I miss it? Let me go back. Oh, okay. Okay, yep, I see the question now. When ordering the samples, demos, bags, books, don't you order in the back office of your page? Not sure if I understand your question, Teresa. I'm sorry. Samples and demos. All your stuff gets ordered on the regular order tab. Although I do suggest every single representative type in automatically your name. So like when I go to pull up campaign 23, I click the dot and then open a new order for a new person. Wouldn't be me, but if the name to the left, when you go to click on the drop down screen, the first thing you see is your name all in capital letters. So for me, when I click on the names that I can choose from, I see Denise Hatcher in all capital letters. That one, that's a given. That's like bingo. That's like your free whatever. It's already on the board. So that's already there for you to type in and start ordering. But in order to keep your business stuff separate, I suggest going in and creating a new customer, where you type in your first name, and then in the last name, type the word business. So I have Denise Hatcher. So that's on anything I shop personal. I'm out of a lipstick and I need a new lipstick, or I'm right now shampoo. I need to order shampoo. You know, for my small family items, I put under Denise Hatcher. But all my books, my samples, my what's new demos, anything out of this book, my bags, I list all of those under Denise Business, because then I can print out a separate receipt, and at the end of the year, when tax time comes, I'm able to I don't have to go back through and try and look through everything and figure it out. This was business, that wasn't business. Wait a minute, no, that wasn't business. It's too confusing. So I learned that the hard way, like the first year, and I spent hours trying to figure out what was business and what wasn't business. So yeah, don't do that to yourself. There's so many things when you're new to, like, I don't want to overwhelm everybody, but that's like a real good tip to help you in the beginning so that you can keep track of it a lot easier. And it's just a simple thing to print out, take it to your tax person, and while you're done. That just keeps it simple and easy. So Teresa, I hope that helps, because I'm really not quite sure on where you're saying back office of your page. We have a web office, and I'm kind of thinking that might be what you was talking about, but you don't order your business tools from there. The web office is strictly for you to keep track of your customers, their orders, and each person you put in. Probably another common thing that some representatives in the beginning maybe misunderstand. You see that you're typing in names of customers. Your customer is not getting credit for that order. You're getting credit for that order. It's all being submitted underneath your account number. So it's all sales for you, but by you putting each person in individually, you are creating a history for each customer. So when Susie Jones orders a red lipstick and Jane Smith orders a mauve lipstick, and Jane says he calls you and is frantic because she can't find her mauve lipstick, and then you are looking, and there was actually Susie Jones actually ordered a red and a mauve, a different kind of mauve. So you've got everybody all on one underneath your name, like where I said mine says Denise Hatcher, yours says your name, and you just order everybody's stuff underneath that. You're not doing yourself a favor, because now when this lady calls back and is desperate to get her hands on her lipstick and she can't remember the name of it, you don't have a history on her. And if you don't hang on to a receipt or anything, which who wants to hang on to a bunch of paper? Oh, don't even get me started. I hang on to too much paper. But anyway, my husband being here, he'd tell you I'm paper queen, I think. But don't hang on to paper if you don't have to. So that history allows you to go in, look and see what they've ordered, so that you can now pull up their order and reorder that item for them. So you definitely want to create a history for your customers, so that you know what they've been ordering. Plus, as you do that, it's also on your on the front where you originally go into where your order is, or your web office. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, as you start working with your customers on a more regular basis, you're going to see follow-up. There's a section for follow-up. So you actually, if you clicked on that, you would have a list, and I've been selling for 15 years. So can you imagine the list of people that I have, and I've moved around a lot. So like my list feels like it's never ending. I can go in there and look and see people who have not ordered. They ordered Skin So Soft and it's been 6 months. They're probably out. There's people who've ordered skincare and it's been over a year. They're probably out. You know, what I need to do is get active on that and check that follow-up list. It's there for a reason. Avon put it there to help us. But so many of us aren't even using it. So veterans, this is a message for you. You've been selling for a while. I have a feeling you probably haven't even thought to check that follow-up list. So if you're looking to gain more sales over the holidays, go back and look at your follow-up list. You will be surprised at what you see down there, and you go, oh my gosh, I forgot. She hasn't ordered that in a long time. Or, you know, sometimes you feel like you have these one sale wonders. They came and they're gone, and poof, you've never see them again. And that sometimes that does happen, but there are people who, like this lady that called me tonight, and I transferred her over from a regular order to an e-store order. She hasn't ordered from me for a year, and had I went in my follow-up list, I'm sure I would have saw her name in there. And she kept saying, I just meant to call you, and I just haven't. So grab you a paper and pen and start writing down your customers that you're giving books to. Because you're not going to keep it up here. I'm telling you, it's just, the goal is to not just have 10 customers. Or you can't just have, okay, let's say you order 20 books, and next campaign, out of that 20 books, you give 20 books out, but you found 5 new people. So 5 people of your 20 people didn't get books because you gave 5 books to new people in the hopes that you get some new sales. but you cut your nose despite your face, if that makes any sense. Because now those people could have ordered from you, but now they can't order from you because they don't have a book and they don't know what's in the book. Because you're trying to get to new customers. If you're going to do the new customer thing, if you're going to add, you're going to grow, I definitely suggest a pack of 10 books every campaign. If you grow by a pack of 10 books, you'll see a big difference. So keep your regular people, but then add another pack of 10 each campaign that you know you can get out there and talk to people. And if you don't talk to people in a pinch, you can still take books, 2 or 3 books, and leave them. And if you go to a Chinese restaurant and you love to eat there, leave it on their little trash bin as you're walking out. Somebody will pick it up. It's always better when you can get a name and a phone number and follow up. Put a book in somebody's hand. Use the Bombitas. I didn't even cover that. But Bombitas are the bomb. Thank you, Milagros Garcia. You're probably not even on here anymore. You already done left, girl. But thank you to her because those things are amazing. They've been a lifesaver for this team. And if you aren't sure how to make one, make sure that you reach out to me or your team leader. Ask, what on earth is a Bombita? And we will show you so that you can start using them to make you some more money. Okay, I don't think there's anybody else. I think I got that last question from oh, Milagros, you are on. Okay, well, I'm all about it, and everybody always asks me, they always say that to me when I say, and my husband even says that. He goes, why do you call it a Bombita? All right, so since you're on here, you tell me, why do we call it a Bombita? Answer that, riddle me that, my friend. What is the, I'm thinking because it's the bomb. I don't know, that's Spanish for it's the bomb. It's bad. I mean, not bad like bad, but bad, good, bad. I don't know. And I like it because it makes people ask questions. I think it's good to get them guessing. If they knew what everything was, then they wouldn't do it, right? That's my thought. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure bloggers give us a good reason why we call it Bombitas, but anyway, the team loves them. So I'm just going to say, if it weren't for you, thank you for paving the way on that, because that and basket making, we're going to be working on that. So yeah, I guess I drew you in because I tagged you. Wasn't trying to be so intentional. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't disturb you. But anyway, thank you, my friend. And I don't see anyone else that has any questions from what I can tell. I got 7 people watching, but I don't know who's still on here, except for Milagros. Well, at least she was. Okay, yes. Yeah, I was right. She says because they are the bomb. But it's softer when we say Bombita, then they have everything in there. Hey, why don't we start calling it ragu? Oh, you want some ragu? It's in there. No. Oh my goodness. Oh man, we'd have some fun if we were together, wouldn't we? Oh my gosh. I think if there's anybody that has any other questions, now we've answered the Bombita question. That's been like a burning thing for many people on the team. You've been asking, what in the world is a Bombita? Well, let me tell you. I'm glad you asked. Oh gosh. I don't see anybody else putting any questions down. So I think, and I'm pretty sure I refreshed this thing. Oh, nope, Sandy. Where can we give Bombitas out? Oh, okay, good question. You can't, I like to tailgate. I like to do tailgating. Again, learned this from my good friend Milagros. One day I aspire to be, I want to grow up to be just like her. I want to have a big van that's all shrink wrapped with Avon and looks super awesomely cool. And then people walk up to me and go, oh, what you got in there? Although I try to do that with my little CRV, and I got it all blinged out with Avon magnets, and I have stuff on my windows, not clings, but decals. So Sandy, you can get all kinds of stuff to bling out your car so people know that you're with Avon. And usually when I do give those out, I also have books with me, of course, and I use a sign Like I go to Lowe's, really that Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever's close to you. They have those corrugated white signs that are blank. They don't have anything on them. So you can stick them in the ground. And I have a lady at the flea mall who does decals. So I just had her type out the words free Avon and then put that on there for me. But I think you could even buy the letters from, if you're buying that sign, it's in that same area. So you could buy letters and to make out, spell out free Avon. And you put it on both sides of the sign. You put it out where, you know, if you park at a Food Lion or something. We don't usually, I don't always ask for permission. Learned that from the lockers too. I figure she ain't in jail, I ain't going to jail either. So if so, then we're going to be jailbirds together, right, Millie? But I don't usually ask. I'll just ask for forgiveness later. If they say, hey, lady, you can't move it along. You can't be here doing that. Okay, sorry, I didn't know. But I'm not selling anything. I put free Avon because what I'm giving out is the free Bombita and a free book. I do make up a small, it is very small, about this size, this cup, and I'll put like a hand lotion, a shower gel, a piece of candy. We now have those little vials with perfume in them. I attach one of those. Try to create something worth $5 of value. Not that it costs me that, but it would be at least $5 worth to somebody else. I put it in a clear bag, tie it with a pretty ribbon, and those are my $5 gifts that are in my car available for free if somebody decides to sign up today. So I do bring, you know, either my laptop or tablet or something where if somebody wants to sign up to get started with Avon, then they can get that $5 gift for free. But what do I have for free if they're not interested in that? The Bombitas and books, which there are samples and all that goody stuff inside the Bombita bag anyway. So they're getting something for free. And it looks like a gift. So, you know, they're happy. They walk away happy. Nobody's ever been upset that they got a Bombita. So that's what I do, mostly tailgating. But if you have them handy, you can give them at the drive-through window. Gosh, a couple weeks ago, my daughter and I decided we were going to give somebody, we thought I had them made up. And then I went to reach back in the bag, and I'm like, I looked at her, I told the girl at the drive-thru, I said, I asked her what the difference was between two items, and she said, I don't know, I'm really sorry, I'll have to wait, can I put you on hold a second, I'll ask. I said, okay. I said, well, if you give me the right answer, I might have a special gift for you. She said, oh, okay. So then when I get around to the drive-thru, I asked the girl, I'm like, are you the girl who had, I asked the question and you gave me the right answer? And she goes, no, that wasn't me. I said, oh. And she goes, it was her. She points to the girl behind her. I said, oh, well, I'm frantically trying to tie the thing and hurry and get it all together, but we got it together because my daughter was helping me. And then we handed it to that girl along with a book. She got so excited. She's like, oh my gosh, I love Avon. Thank you so much. Take my receipt, wrote down her name so that I could follow up with her later. And then that girl, I could tell that girl looked kind of sad, and I felt bad because, you know, it's like giving candy to one person, or you have your stick of gum and then you offer it to one person and you're in the church pew and 3 people down see you're giving somebody gum, so you better make sure you got 3 more pieces. So I tied one real quick, gave that girl one too, and it put a smile on her face. So there's lots of places you can give out your Bombita bags, or you could be standing in line at the grocery store. You're just bored to tears waiting for the line to go down, and you just start talking, and you know, you see that they have a child with them, and you got candy in the Bombita bag, and you just are, is Susie or Joey, whatever, is your son or daughter allowed to have candy? What kind? Well, I usually do Smarties because anybody can usually do that. It's not something that they're going to choke on. So they'll say, oh, sure, they know. And then guess what? There's some goodies in here for you. Oh, so what is the Avon? I love Avon. Get out my little notebook. I'm writing down a name and a phone number so I can follow up with her later. Use your Bombitas everywhere you go. Just anywhere and everywhere. But tailgating is great. It works really good because it works as a free gift. And if you're trying to kick the masses, it also is good to have them at events. because then you can pass those out as a free gift. And I'm trying to think where else I've used them. Doctor's offices. Go into a doctor's office, or if you're trying to, when you're trying to solicit a business. I'm not selling anything, but when I'm trying to gain a business as one of my businesses, and I go in and I'll say if they fill out the card, my little questionnaire that has the lips on it, I tell them if they fill that out, I have a free gift for them, and that's what I have is the Bombita bag. So I allow them to try a sample of something, a demo that I have with me, and I also have books that if they say yes to me, and they're going to let me keep my books there, then how many ladies you got back there? 3, 4? Yeah. So I have to make like 20 of these things up at once because they go pretty fast, but they work really well in office settings as well. So hopefully that answers your question, Sandy. Let's see. It's in you. Yep, it is. That would be Italian, my friend. I'm Spanish in me, got Spanish in you. Or maybe we got a little bit of Italian. Let's see. No sales. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Milagros is saying too. If you're not selling anything, and you do go in to ask permission, and you just say, you know, right now, the month of October, you could be going up and asking places if you could set up a table to help promote breast cancer awareness, and let them know that, you know, we have information, you can get pamphlets or whatever stuff to talk about breast cancer awareness and share. You don't have to sell any product, but they can see that in the book, if they order, they give back to the cause. So you could do that too. And Teresa says she gave them out on a walk. So she just was walking. I'm guessing you mean in your neighborhood, probably, Teresa. But yeah, absolutely, that works too. And those are like people that are right there close to you. And apartment complexes, those are good too. You could go in and talk to an apartment complex and see if they're willing to, you know, sometimes they're kind of picky about allowing you to stick things on the doors. But they may let you leave stuff in their lobby area, and if people want it, then they can pick it up. So they may allow you to do that, but certainly if you go in with Bombitas in your hand, which is a gift for them, and you know, a few books or whatever, and some demos that they can try, and let them know, or know whoever the manager is. Maybe you take a bottle of lotion and tie a nice little bow around it and say, you know, if they actually say yes to you, they'll let you leave books. And going forward, you would like to partner with them, that every time they have new people moving in, you will have a set of, you know, book and maybe a lip balm and mini hand cream, and samples. You know, those don't cost as much. So you certainly could throw in some samples and a lip balm, and a little note that says, "Welcome to the community. I'm the Avon lady. You know, we want to welcome you to the community. If you don't already have an Avon lady, I'd love to help you with your Avon needs," or, you know, something, just some cute little something that you stick inside. And when people move, most of the time they are looking for somebody because they lost whoever, or it was just too much trouble, and not that they couldn't go online and order from somebody else, or whoever the previous person was. But sometimes people want that personal touch. So, and that's what we're all about, is trying to make it more personal. Okay, let's see. Sandy says it sounds good, and Teresa says yep, because that's what she was doing. All right. I don't see any other. I'm scrolling, but I don't see any other questions. So if that is it, we've certainly carried on long enough tonight. I have a world record. This is my longest video yet. I've been trying to keep them to 30 minutes or less. I knew that wasn't going to happen tonight, though, because this is an event. So I will definitely save this video so that y'all can go back into the event. I will post it back in the event. I already have in that event page a picture of the flexible ordering schedule, but you should have gotten one in the mail if you're on flexible ordering, or Avon's considering you for that. and I'm sure there's going to be a place for us to print them out. But if you don't have one and you need one, I will gladly put one in the mail for you. So message me on Facebook, or if you have my phone number, you can call me or text me. I can print my phone number out there everywhere. So, you know, whichever, whatever's easier for you, you can message me or call me. But I'll make sure that you have one of these so you have something to follow. And Avon's already sent out, this one is 2017, so we only have a few more campaigns before Christmas, guys. We really got to hit it out of the ballpark like now, because it'll be on your heels and you'll be like, oh man, I should have done more. I wish I would have done. Don't have the wish you would have done, because coulda, woulda, shoulda, never did got you nowhere. So let's plan to go out with a bang, and that way we can celebrate the new year knowing that, you know, we're halfway to getting on that cruise. And by golly, Millie, if you're still on here, I'm getting on that cruise, because me and Clinton, I want to hang with you and Carlos. I think that would be so cool. I see you at Rep Fest in passing. Like, I want like vacation time with you. But anyway, we all got our things that we want to work for, right? So keep on working for them, guys. I'm really proud of you for doing all the work that you're doing. You do so much hard work. Those of you that are doing the things you're doing, keep up doing those things, because that's what will get you where you want to be. And it just says something for those who were on here tonight. I will go back and look through the comments to see everybody's names who ended up on here once again. Lisa Ritter was our first winner. I am going to do another drawing, and then that will be posted on the event page, so you guys will all see that, because you're getting those memos from the event page. So I'll go back in and do that. But thank you all for joining. I don't see any other, I think I've refreshed and did everything, so I think I'm good on questions. If you all have gotten anything else or have any other questions, you know, feel free to drop them in the comments section, or I'll go back in and check even after the video is done. But that's all I got for now, and thank you for taking the time with me this evening. I hope you guys have a super, super successful holiday selling season. Check you out later. Bye.